Archbishop of Westminster receives pallium. It's a very powerful sign. Archbishop Richard Moth was one of the 35 men who received the pallium from Pope Leo XIV. In an interview with Vatican News, he describes the important symbol of the pallium, outlines his new role as the president of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of England and Wales, and expresses hope to continue dialogue with the Church of England. 35 newly appointed Metropolitan Archbishops entered St. Peter's Basilica this morning and walked away with a new small liturgical vestment with a big responsibility. Pope Leo XIV placed this white cloth, called a pallium, on the shoulders of these men during the Mass on the solemnity of Saints Peter and Paul, patrons of Rome. Among them was the Archbishop of Westminster, Richard Moth, who described the papal interaction as quite an extraordinary thing. This was the first time in 11 years a pontiff physically presented the palliums to new bishops. 11 years ago, Pope Francis had shifted the ceremony of the imposition of the pallium from Rome to the Archbishop's archdiocese with the nuncio. These new archbishops were invited to concelebrate Mass with the Pope and be present for the blessing of the pallium. Archbishop Moth explained to Vatican News how he personally likes the tradition of receiving the pallium from the Pope, as it is a symbol of your closeness to the Petrine ministry from the Holy Father himself. It's a very powerful experience, a very powerful sign, I think, for everybody. New year, new roles. Coming from being the Bishop of the Diocese of Arundel and Brighton in southern England for the last 11 years, Archbishop Moth shared that the move to Westminster is really all about size. From 85 communities to 206, so it is all about scale. It is just bigger, and getting used to something on that big scale takes a bit of doing, he noted. However, this was not the only new role he took on in the last 7 months. After Pope Leo appointed him the 12th Archbishop of Westminster in December last year, Archbishop Moth was then elected as the president of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of England and Wales in April 2026. Taking on this position, he recalled being very blessed in England and Wales because it is a very united group of bishops, and there is a very real sense that we work together for the good of the mission of the Church. One of the priorities of the Bishops' Conference is working for and protecting the dignity of every human person. Specifically, the Archbishop gave the example of working to prevent the assisted dying bill, which he said, "We are going to be facing again, it looks like in the coming time." Archbishop Moth joked that being the president of the Bishops' Conference is a bit of extra work, but it is also a great privilege, a work where he really feels the support of his brother bishops.